Everything you need to get started. So we freehand carve everything. We don't use a CNC, we don't even own a CNC. And everything you see here was made with the bits that are in our small beginner kit. So the small beginner kit comes with all of the essentials you need to get started. The base plate for your router, 3 bits that will do the majority of all your carving, a router bit depth gauge, and an 1.5" letter and number set of fatty font. So our base plate was designed by my dad and grandpa, and it's specifically designed for freehand carving signs, or tables, or whatever you want to carve. It allows you to have a lot more control of your router. It allows you to have flesh on the board, so you don't have to worry about the wood kicking back at you near as much as you would if you tried to do it with just a little base plate that comes on your router. The 3 router bits that come with the beginner kit are the profile bit, the 60°, and the 90°. The profile bit is definitely the most versatile bit we use. I don't think there's been anything we've carved in the last several years that we haven't used this bit on. This is the one you're going to use to get your initial outline. Whether you're doing artwork, letters and numbers, it doesn't really matter. The profile bit is definitely the #1 bit you need. The next bit you're going to get is our 60° bit. Now the main thing we use this for is carving inset letters, and that's where your letters are going to be carved into the wood and then they're going to be sprayed black. This bit cuts great, it's got 3 flutes on it, and you can use this a ton before you need to sharpen it. The third bit you're going to get is our 90° bit. Now the main thing we use this for is our background, and that's when you need to take a bunch of wood out and it really gives it a good looking texture. This is a double fluted bit and you can carve up to 1/4 inch deep with it. It takes out a ton of wood and it really works well when you have a big area that you need to remove and that you want a good texture on. The letter and number set is our 1.5" fatty font. Now this fatty font is the perfect font to get started. It's got a lot of rounded edges, not very many sharp corners, and it works great whether inset or outset. If you're getting started, this is definitely the first font you want to try. The router bit depth gauge helps a lot when you're trying to figure out what depth you need your router bit at. Depending on what you're carving, you might need it at a 1/16 inch all the way down to 1/4 inch. And the only way to really know that is get a tape measure or our router bit depth gauge. So the small beginner kit is $125. That is a lot cheaper than a CNC, which you would need to buy bits for anyway. Go check it out on makeawoodsign.com, and we have hundreds of stencils, templates, letter and number sets, everything you need to get started carving.